The world is growing, but not every place is getting more people. Some countries are actually losing folks, and today we're diving into why. From sandy shores to historic lands, these countries are facing population declines. Let's explore the world's fastest dying countries and why people are saying goodbye. Country 12. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Picture this, an island in the Caribbean with white sandy beaches, clear blue waters, and coral reefs. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's called St. Vincent and the Grenadines. While it's a hotspot for tourists, not many people call it home. The population is around 104,000 and it's on a bit of a decline. Between 2010 and 2020, the island saw more people leaving than coming in, with an average population change of negative 0.44%. And the trend continues with a negative 0.37% and negative 0.24% population change in 2022 and 2023. Why the exodus? Well, the economy isn't doing so hot. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is one of the poorest in the Caribbean, and in 2021, the unemployment rate was a whopping 21.6%. People are waving goodbye to seek better opportunities elsewhere. So while it might be a paradise for vacation, it's a bit tough for those trying to make a living. That's the story of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, one of the places where the population is saying, "See you later." Country 11, Armenia. Next, our compass points to Armenia, a country with a tale of population woes. Between 2010 and 2020, Armenia's population took a dip, changing by negative 0.41% on average. And the decline party keeps going with negative 0.38% in 2022 and negative 0.09% in 2023. Why the dip? Well, it's like this. More people are packing their bags and leaving than there are babies being born. Plus, there's this ongoing tango with conflict in the region and not enough job opportunities to keep folks glued to their homeland. Country 10, Greece. OPA. Greece, with its ancient wonders and stunning landscapes, is facing a bit of a puzzle. Population decline. From just over 11 million in 2010, the numbers slid down to 10.3 million in 2023. That's almost 700,000 folks bidding farewell. What's the deal? Low birth rates are part of it, with only 1.3 births per woman on average. The population is also aging, and when more people say their goodbyes than new ones say hello, you end up with a population downturn. Plus, many Greeks are chasing opportunities elsewhere due to financial struggles, especially in rural parts. Country 9, Serbia. Moving on, our map unfolds over Serbia, a land rich in history but facing a bit of a head-scratcher with its population. Between 2010 and 2020, Serbia saw an average population change of negative 0.4%. But here's the real kicker. The decline keeps marching on with negative 1.03% in 2022 and another negative 1% in 2023. Why the dwindling numbers? Well, it's a tag team effort. First, more folks are heading for the exit sign than those strolling in. Second, there's a struggle with low birth rates. Picture this. For every 100 students in higher education, only 13 manage to graduate and find a job in their field. Yikes. Country 8, Bulgaria. Our next stop is Bulgaria, a country that joined the European Union in 2007, but is wrestling with some population puzzles. Between 2010 and 2020, Bulgaria faced an average population change of negative 0.81%. And guess what? The struggle is real, continuing with a negative 1.51% in 2022 and a negative 1.39% in 2023. So, what's the deal? Well, Bulgaria, despite its EU membership, is tagged as the poorest in the club. The economy is doing a bit of a limbo dance, and this has many skilled minds seeking opportunities elsewhere. The brain drain is real, my friends. Country 7, Italy. Our adventure today takes us to Italy, the land of pasta, art, and a bit of a population puzzle. Picture this, from about 59.8 million in 2010, Italy's headcount shrank to around 59.5 million in 2020. That's a bit of a dip, right? And the plot thickens with a negative 0.34% population decline in 2022 and another 0.28% in 2023. What's cooking in Italy, you ask? Well, it turns out the young ones are saying arrivederci in search of a better quality of life. The high cost of living, a shortage of affordable homes, and a not-so-friendly job market have many packing their bags. Country 6, Croatia. Croatia, the jewel of Europe's travel scene, is also facing a bit of a storm in its own backyard. Between 2010 and 2020, Croatia experienced a negative 0.61% average change in population. Fast forward to 2022, and there's a negative 0.73% change, followed by a negative 0.54% in 2023. So, why the decline? The economic winds haven't been too favorable, making many Croatians set sail for better work opportunities abroad. A recent survey even spilled the beans, revealing that about 1 in every 32 young folks in Croatia has pondered saying bon voyage to their homeland. Country 5, Lithuania. Next up, we have Lithuania, a country that's been doing a bit of a population shuffle. Between 2010 and 2020, Lithuania saw a negative 1.1% average population change. Fast forward to 2022, and the numbers are still sliding with a negative 1.31%, followed by a negative 1.15% in 2023. Why the population dip? Well, it's a familiar tale. More goodbyes than hellos, and a quest for better opportunities. People are packing their bags, not just because of low birth rates, but also because the wages and the standard of living are playing catch-up with Western Europe. Country 4, Latvia. Our journey today takes us to Latvia, a Baltic gem with a bit of a demographic puzzle. Between 2010 and 2020, Latvia experienced a negative 1.03% average change in population. Zoom in on 2022, and the plot thickens with a negative 1.24%, followed by another negative 1.1% in 2023. So what's the story? It's a tale of more farewells than greetings, fueled by economic differences. The wages here are a tad less shiny compared to other European spots, making many Latvians trade their hometowns for brighter prospects elsewhere. Country 3, Puerto Rico. Our map unfolds over Puerto Rico today, a U.S. territory with some population stories to tell. From 2010 to 2020, Puerto Rico saw an average population change of negative 1.17%. Zoom in on 2022, and there's a little dip with a negative 0.11%, but hold on. In 2023, there's a 0.24% increase. Look at Puerto Rico turning things around. So why the population roller coaster? Well, the island has been waving goodbye to some of its residents. Why, you ask? Better job opportunities and higher paying gigs outside the island have many packing their bags. And let's not forget the frequent hurricanes. They've nudged a few folks toward the exit sign. Country 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Next up, we land in Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country with a tale of population shifts. Between 2010 and 2020, Bosnia and Herzegovina faced a negative 1.4% average change in population. Skip to 2022, and the numbers are still on a bit of a slide, with a negative 1.14%, followed by a negative 0.7% in 2023. Why the population shuffle? It's a mix of the natural growth rate taking a back seat and people choosing to try their luck elsewhere, nearly half of the young folks, around 47%, have thought about packing their bags for better work opportunities. Add in some dissatisfaction with public services and a sprinkle of corruption, and you've got the Bosnian population story. Despite the challenges, efforts are being made to keep the population rooted, and the journey continues. Country 1, Marshall Islands. Our final destination today is the Marshall Islands, a Pacific gem with a population plot twist. Between 2010 and 2020, these islands faced a negative 1.9% average change in population. Zoom in on 2022, and the numbers continue to dip with a negative 1.14%. It's a tale of a third of the nation saying bon voyage to the US in 2018. Why the population plunge? Unemployment is taking a toll, along with not-so-great public schools, healthcare, and a rising concern, climate change. Yes, increased flooding is making some islanders rethink their address. Imagine climate change turning drinking water salty. Yikes! Despite these challenges, the Marshall Islands are resilient, and the story unfolds as they navigate toward a sustainable future. And there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through countries facing population puzzles. If you found the ride informative, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more explorations into the intriguing stories our world has to offer. Until next time, happy exploring.